Let me get a Diet Coke really quick. So, AI is a really big thing right now, and I think it's time for me to weigh in on whether I think AI is a good thing or a bad thing, and how I personally use AI in my photography today. Boosh! What's up, guys? It's Ben back again with another video, and just in case you're wondering, yes, I did pass my last semester, and no, I am not done yet. I still have 2 more semesters. I'm currently in my second to last semester, which makes me a senior. Today, we're going to talk about AI and how I think it's ruining photography. Sort of. But before we get into that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ben. I am a photographer based in Southern California, and I upload videos and vlogs on YouTube about photography, as well as I previously mentioned, I guess I'm a senior in college now, but we'll leave that for another video. Let's talk about AI. So what is AI? Well, if you've been living under a rock the past 2 or 3 years, AI has become a huge thing. It's like while everybody was in the pandemic during quarantine, got bored alone at home watching Netflix and decided that they needed someone to talk to, and they decided to make AI. The only problem is that AI is that one friend that will inevitably take over the world. Artificial intelligence, as defined by Merriam-Webster's dictionary, is a branch of computer science dealing with the simulation of intelligent behavior in computers and the capability of a machine to imitate intelligent human behavior. So in normal people speak, AI is a computer human that sounds human, but is a computer that does some cool things and hat tricks before it decides to inevitably take over the world. So how do I use AI in my photos? Well, AI's been around for a really long time in the photography community. From the invention of autofocus that tells us what is currently in focus in a camera, to the use of the healing tool in Photoshop that takes away that pesky little pimple that your client didn't know they had. Photographers have been using AI as a companion for longer than 15 years. This is because AI is not only helping us as photographers take the photos, but it's also helping us change the photos to something completely different that we never even took. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to hop into Lightroom really quick, and I'm going to show you how I personally use AI to edit my photos. Okay guys, welcome to Lightroom. This is actually a photo that I took out in Idaho in April at a lake that I actually do not remember the name of at the moment, but I saw this boat passing by and I thought, dang, this would make a really cool shot. I've actually already edited this photo once. This is the edited version of the photo. As you can see, I brought in a little bit more contrast. I brought in the sky element. Looks a lot better with the clouds and the light coming through. Let me go ahead and show you how I did all that. So the only thing that I really use AI for in Lightroom is the masking, so that I don't actually have to draw it myself. If you go over here to the little circle doodad with the dots around it, you're going to click on that. You can select your subject, your sky, your background. Generally, I'll start with the sky. I'll go ahead and click on sky, and you can see how it selects the entire sky. Yeah, we have a little bit of the mountains or of the land in the background as well, but for the most part, it's all sky. And I'll usually go in, I'll select the exposure. You can select what you want. I'll probably just darken it up, bring up the contrast, you know, and then it's literally just personal preference, you know. The next thing I like to do, I click on create new mask up here, and I will go ahead and click on select the subject. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the project here. AI did a pretty good job of selecting the mask, but it did get some of the water with the shadow on the bottom. In some cases, yes, that's cool. I like that. But for this specific case, I'm not a big fan. So we can go ahead and go over here to subtract. You click on subtract, it drops down a menu. You can minus select your subject, minus select the sky, minus select the background. What I'll do in this situation, I'll go ahead and click brush. So this is where I'll go ahead and I will paint out the parts of the selection that I don't personally want in the selection. And as you can see, it's very subtle taking it off. You have to go over it a couple of times. You can always harden it a little bit if you'd like. As you can see, now we have basically the boat selected. A little bit of water, but that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and zoom out. So now we have the boat selected, and you can go ahead and bring up the exposure, bring down the exposure, you know, just play around with it. So the last tool that they have here for masking is the background selection tool. This is a photo that I would use the background selection tool on. This is a train that I took a photo of in Utah on my way to Idaho in April. And as you can see, if I click select background right here, it's gonna select the background. But right here, you can see if I zoom in, it does have sections of the train that are selected as well. That's where you have to go in with the brush and kind of fix the issues that AI did. AI is not perfect, and neither are we, but you know, AI is also a machine that's going to take over the world. Okay, so to show you the last tool that I personally use that involves AI, I'm going to show you with this photo here. This is a photo that I took of me and my beautiful girlfriend Callie in Idaho the same day that I took that photo with the boat that went by. We're sitting in an old truck here, and we were just having a really good time with one of our friends driving around the lake. The tool that I am going to show you is this tool. It's the spot healing tool. There's a couple of sub tools in here, the eraser tool. You also have the stamp tool. Mostly I use the Band-Aid looking one here. I can show you really quick. Not a lot that I would do to this photo, mostly because it's already edited. But if I zoom in right here on this piece of probably shrub that's left in the water, and I click and I drag, it's going to automatically detect a section of the photo that would best suit that area to get rid of that piece of shrubbery. I'm going to do it again right here, and it'll do the exact same thing. And then when you click over here, now you can see that it's gone, and I can go ahead and show you all of that and the before and after. So the question that I posed at the beginning of this video that I'm now going to answer at the end of the video because of audience retention, of course, how do I really feel about AI in photography? Well, you see, that's a hard one to answer. On one hand, I can see how AI can be a very helpful tool in the photo taking and photo editing process. With the use of the tools in Photoshop and in Lightroom, like the content aware tool or the healing tool, masking, to help get rid of unwanted distractions. On the other hand, I feel that AI could be taking away from the personability of the photos that we're capturing. Using Photoshop to completely change the photo to something completely different with adding snow or adding animals to the photo are really cool things that we can do now. But it could lead to issues in the future, taking out skill and taking out the out of camera prints. Let me give you a real life example here. What if you work a sports photography job, and in order to get hired, you gave them your portfolio of photos that you've taken in the past. You used AI to manipulate the photos to make them look better so that you stand out. Now, you're at a game that you're shooting, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, whatever. You're during an intermission period, and you have to go in and quickly throw a preset on your photos and upload them or send them to your boss so that he can upload them. But you don't have enough time to use AI to change or manipulate some of the photos. You have thousands of photos that you have to go through in that certain time period, and you're not going to have enough time to be able to do it. Now you're giving your boss photos, or you're uploading photos that look absolutely nothing like the photos that you showed them in your portfolio. Personally, I think AI editing has a time and a place. There are things that I use AI for in my photo editing, like selecting the background or selecting the subject so that I don't personally have to make the masks. It saves me time. But I don't think I'm going to use the other features that were brought up in my daily photography game. So here's another question. Should you use AI in your photography? here's the deal. If you use AI in your photos, that's cool. And if you're a purist that doesn't like using AI to edit your photos, that's cool too. That's the cool thing about photography. Everyone can be different in the way that they take and edit their photos. It's all in how you want your artwork to look. And as long as it stays your art. Okay, hopefully this video helped you out with understanding what AI is and understanding how I feel about AI and the issues that could come up in the future. I'm curious about what you think, so go ahead and throw a comment down in the comment section letting me know what you think about AI and photography. Maybe I'll bring it up in the next video. Also, if you have any suggestions for future videos, go ahead, drop it down below. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of the new people who have subscribed to this channel. I'm really excited to see what the future has and how big we can make this family of ours. Remember, as always, the merch link is in the description. Discount code BOOSH10 for 10% off. Thank you again so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay classy. Bye. And we're going to stop recording in 3, 2, 1.